GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Cheat. Ninja? Ninja! Ninja!
It's 11:59 at Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
And welcome everybody to a Sunday edition of a Bracket Challenge. We're going to be doing a non-human characters from TV or movies bracket. We've got, we're using the scorecount.com. Thanks for them making these brackets over here. On their website, we can go 2, 4, 6, or 2, 4, 8, 16, or 32. We'll go with one of these numbers depending on how many suggestions we get from the audience. We've got a bunch of panelists joining us, so that should make it easier. And we have an even number, so at this point, the panelist or the audience will be the deciding vote if we have ties. So we got Barbecue, I think, was first one in here. Thanks for jumping in.
Welcome. Am I muted? What the frick?
You're quiet to me. And then you got Gizzard jumping in. Thanks for joining.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit, I don't know. It's a little bit quieter than Gizzard, I think, right?
How's that now?
I think it's the same. And then DJ jumping in. It's the third one.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Yes.
Any better?
Choose louder. Yeah, now you're better, I think, right?
You good?
All right. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we're looking for suggestions for best non-human characters from TVs or movies. I just watched the first. I watched Han Solo today, and then I watched the first one and the second one. The one with the pod racers, and then the one with the... I guess I didn't watch the whole Clone Wars. I started to watch the Clone Wars one. So I got Star Wars on my head, but it's not good Star Wars right now.
Well, I've got Star Wars on my mind as well. It's not the Solo generation, but two of the ones I was going to suggest are from the originals.
Go ahead and suggest. We got kids that are throwing Elf out here. And so far, I'm going to go with Artak and daughters who say Godzilla versus Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. So I figure we'll put those on as the first.
Oh, I'm totally with the Godzilla, and that takes one off of my list, so I expect that one to do well. I can't see the chat out there, but with Star Wars in mind, has anybody said R2-D2 or Chewbacca?
No, that's the only suggestion we have so far is Godzilla and Mechagodzilla.
Beethoven.
The dog?
Yeah, the St. Bernard.
Well, head-to-head against Cujo, pre-bracket. Or Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. I'd think about kids' movies.
All right, so now we got L. And I can start dragging and dropping here. Can you hear the little dude back there fighting with his toy?
Yeah, a little
Not
bit.
so much.
Okay. He's being entertained. I've got this toy that holds food and drops it, and he hasn't figured out he doesn't have to get mad at it, that he can just touch it. But right now his protocol is to get mad at it and then smash it, and then food drops out of it, and then he repeats that process. So he kind of makes a lot of noise when he's eating out of it. All right, so then we got...
So how many spots on the bracket tonight in the first round?
He said we would see once we had it filled.
Yeah, see what kind of responses we get. Mac from Mac and Me. What is that?
No idea.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
I want to toss in like the xenomorph from Aliens. Some like badass, like take out the entire bracket's worth of characters. And I want to throw a wild one in there too, because it's like, and it might be something that people might want to put under discussion, but the Borg Collective is a single character because they are one. And then I'm out with the science fiction guy. Sorry.
You don't even know what the Borg Collective is.
Well, it's a Star Trek kind of thing.
Borg are kind of like clones. They're like the Chinese or like bugs or something where they get you no matter what race or species or whatever you are from Star Wars. They get you and then they plug robot parts into you and then you're part of the Borg. And then
You are assimilated into the collective.
yeah, you just become part of the hive mind and you do whatever is necessary for the hive to whatever.
Resistance
So
is futile.
yeah, it's a big
And they take over the
thing in Star Trek.
and they take over the galaxy. I think if they would beat I think they beat the aliens. They beat the xenomorphs eventually.
I don't know where Gizzard is getting his from, but we've about got a whole bunch of them here and done.
I just threw some in out of memory as I'm thinking about them.
They're definitely not any theme tonight at all, so it's going to be an interesting eclectic bracket. I'm going to put Maximilian in here. I don't know if we have to put from the black hole. Everybody knows what Maximilian is. Should we do 16 or 32? We got 2 left, or we can go
32.
32 for sure.
Bart Simpson.
Non-human.
Pretty sure he's human.
I wasn't
But he's a
sure
non-human.
if a
He's
cartoon
cartoons.
counted as.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's a
it's
human
a human
cartoon.
character, but
We're not like, oh, it's CGI, so it's not, just non-people.
Gotcha.
I mean, I guess the Borg are people technically, but
well, if that's
See,
the
it was.
case,
I
every
thought that it might
cartoon
come under.
character ever would.
Slee Stacks.
Slee Stacks. That's not bad. You're reaching, man.
I spell that.
SLEESTACKS. So is that original Land of the Lost or is that shitty remake? Barbecue.
Both of them are great.
All right then. The remake.
The Will
no
Ferrell
bueno.
one? The Will Ferrell one?
Oof.
Yeah, I thought both of them were great.
I'm gonna dump on the Will Ferrell one, man. Part of that's just because I saw the original in the 70s and was like completely engaged with it. Thought the Slee Stacks were badass.
We went to 32 and we ended at 16. So
Um,
any more?
Marvin the Martian. If we're gonna deal with cartoon, because he's not a human, he's a Martian.
Yosemite
Marvin the
Sam.
Martian. Ooh, rootin' tootin', but he's
Yosemite Sam
is he human?
He's human.
Oh, frick.
He's a
yeah.
dude.
I wasn't thinking about it. I immediately went to character.
Now, Bugs Bunny, on the other hand,
Ooh,
What did
nice.
DJ just say? I missed DJ's.
DJ said Marvin the Martian.
Okay, nice. All right.
Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, now we're leaning kind of cartoon heavy, aren't we? We want to consider anything else, like
Well,
like at least we're
how many
thinking about.
creatures are there that
threw
aren't
Lassie
cartoons?
out there. Come on, man.
Well, it kind of like it doesn't have to be cartoons, and it's like it's like non-human characters. So to me, like we were already talking about dogs,
So
so it's
you
like
already shit on
Beethoven. So I
Beethoven.
went right, but then I thought Cujo to go up against Beethoven because Beethoven is like some dumb kids movie, right? It's not that great a character. But then I was thinking, okay, so Stephen King, and I'm not a fan, but you could say Christine, the car itself, is a character.
Well, then
Indeed.
we
It's
could
not
go with
human.
car. Let's see. We could go with My Mother, the Car.
Yeah, but it's got to be something people out there know about, Garrett. That's the thing.
Well, if you're old enough, you remember that TV series.
Oh, that's
I've seen it on Nick at Night.
I've never seen it.
Well, I'm kind of surprised with some of the 80s kids out there that I know are part of the program. I didn't partake in it, but the Knight Rider car, Kit, that's a character too. And I'm going to lay off the cars thing because then I want to have Speed Buggy in there.
Well, yeah, because we can't go heavy on cartoons and then go heavy on cars.
No doubt. Herbie the Love Bug. I won't put that one out there either.
You HR Puffin stuff. Heck yeah.
Ooh, Trippy as well. The Dragon from Pete's Dragon. These aren't very seminal or arch characters though. Maybe we should have stuck at 16. Could you do another one? What's another divisor? 24? How many we got, G?
We'll be here all night.
We're at 27. Well, we're at 26, so we need 6 more to do 32. And I don't think they do 64. They just do 32.
What are they saying out in the chat? You got to be able to fill in from the chat. We've been I've been hogging the mic, tossing out cartoon
With all
characters
y'all
and cars.
stuff, and Roy throwing a bunch out there, and Woods. We don't have any. We still have 6 meeting. Well, 4 maybe not. I don't know what
Baby the car
Baby
from
the car from
Supernatural.
Supernatural, the TV show. Holy moly! So I don't know what that is.
That's a good show.
There should be more that from mass media and popular culture that we're not thinking about, like fucking Mickey Mouse or something. I mean,
What was the name of the Ghost and
I don't have
Ghostbusters?
great
Slimer
Or the Stay Puft
Slimer?
Marshmallow Man?
Bob.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It went for size out of the bracket we got going so far. The other competitors in the bracket.
No, we got Godzilla in there.
Mr. Ed, there you go. That's a good one.
Which one?
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed.
Oh, how do we not say King Kong?
Ooh, nice.
I like Mr. Ed also.
Empire State Building, and Wilbur.
There's another one we're not thinking of. What is?
This is definitely going to be the strangest bracket that's ever been devised on the internet.
Did you get Chewbacca or R2D2 in there? I didn't ask.
I'll put them in there.
Oh, what about Barf?
Who? Already pulled it up.
Barf from Spaceballs.
John
He's
Candy's
not a
character?
human. He is a dog.
Ooh, Arnold from Green Acres. Yeah, he's a pig.
We're full already. So now we're good to go. Thanks everybody for suggestions. We now are going to be starting to vote. Alf got in there a long time ago. So I'm going to hit shuffle 3 times.
We never said the Crypt Keeper.
So that it's not, I'm going to do 4 or 5 times. It's completely random. And there's 4 of us in here. The audience may need to tie break once in a while. So let's see what happens. Astro from the Jetsons versus Woody Woodpecker. Astro's the dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The dog, I guess, for me.
Astro for sure. That damn laugh from the woodpecker is incredibly annoying.
He's always been a dick. I don't like cartoons where you're just going around being a dick. He's essentially like a bum, and he just goes around messing with people that are working. Anybody else? Gizzard?
Well, Woody Woodpecker was one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and if you have the last name of Decker like I do, you might get called that every once in a while, especially in the 60s when you were a kid and that cartoon was popular. So,
and then DJ?
Can I do a write-in candidate to replace Astro in Rosie the Robot Maid? She was awesome.
No.
What do you mean no?
The hell kind of
bracket? Then I abstain. Then I abstain. Write-in candidates are not allowed? We didn't establish that as a rule before going in.
It's never ever even been a thing in a bracket ever, so you can just make things up.
People usually have a hard time adjusting to change.
So I did like Woody Woodpecker as a cartoon or whatever, but if I have to pick them like this, I'm going with a dog over a bird. Marvin the Martian and Kit 2000, the car. Let's go backwards, DJ, this time.
That one's a little bit rougher. But since I introduced Marvin, I'm going to go with Marvin.
Gizzard?
I never liked Marvin. I'm going to go with Kit.
Barbecue?
I think I'm going to have to go with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I don't like that cartoon either. I don't know how I put Kit in there weird, but there we go. So I didn't love Knight Rider necessarily, but I never liked Marvin cartoons. Number 5. Shit, I don't know what that is. Oh, is that one T-Robot? And then Christine the car.
Short Circuit, that character, like number 5 is alive. He's a badass. Like I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I can't see the screen since that comment's taken up so much. There we go.
I'll just pull us off here.
Whoa.
Oh, no, it didn't do it. I didn't do it. So number 5 from damn, what's the name of that movie? You just said it. Short Circuit or
Is it Johnny 5? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Isn't that the car from
I was gonna say, I always heard that called Johnny 5.
Oh, okay.
Well, and he called himself number 5. So,
Okay.
yeah.
But anyway, so which one are you going with?
I'm going with Christine.
Christine all day.
Yeah, I hate Short Circuit, so I would vote anything over Short Circuit. You voted for the robot, though? DJ?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we got Beethoven, the dog, over HR Puff and stuff. What is that, St. Bernard?
I think so.
Yes. That just wrecked everything all the time.
So barbecue, which one you go for?
Admittedly, I don't know anything about HR Puff and stuff. So I have to go with Beethoven.
DJ?
HR, because he did Puffin and some stuff. Puffin stuff, please.
Gizzard?
Beethoven.
That movie was
Gary, didn't you introduce HR Puffin stuff?
Yeah, that didn't mean
All right.
liked it.
I got you, man.
I didn't like Beethoven very much, but I don't really necessarily like HR Puff and stuff, but I'm going to vote for it just so that the audience gets to say something once in a while. And I didn't like Beethoven. So the audience gets to vote on this one. You got Beethoven the dog or HR Puff and stuff. We'll keep going until the audience votes over there. Robot from Lost in Space or Roger Rabbit. I'm going robot any day over a cartoon person.
Robbie the robot. He had a name. Like we should give him a little bit of respect there.
Is he?
I was never a big fan of Roger the Rabbit. It kind of annoyed me.
Robot.
You have to go with the robot.
DJ?
Oh yeah, make it unanimous.
I think
I
that's
loved
first
that
unanimous.
show growing up.
By the way,
Robbie the robot, or was that a different? Was Lost in Space?
I never ever heard him referred to as Robbie in the series.
Because there's another movie that has a robot that looks very similar, and I think that's the one with Robbie the robot. But I might.
Oh, I got
he
him
was
crossed
just
up
called
then.
Robot in the
I
series.
think. There's a TV
Which one is
show
Rob-
with the movie, and they kind of had the same chassis, I think, and they just changed the little knobs at the top so they look almost the same, from the era or whatever. And it's been a while since I looked them up. I know I've looked them up before because I mixed them up. I was trying to figure them out, and I'm like, oh, I've been thinking the two robots were the same all the time. No wonder I never figured it out. But anyway,
So the original, I don't remember the original. Seriously, Gary, they just said, "Hey, robot." It didn't have a name or anything.
No, he didn't have a name.
Where does Robbie the robot come in then?
I have no idea.
Like which one was
Another
that?
movie, a different movie. That's what I'm saying. I'll go grab it.
I don't know what that other movie is though. That's
I
the
have a
question.
small robot assassin.
Robbie the Robot was from the 1956 film Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet. Okay.
Yeah, he
Now,
did look
now I got where I crossed it up.
Yeah, he did look similar.
I actually like Robbie. Robbie was he had the like rounded, like kind of limbs that look like 8 balls
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah,
Well, they
okay.
both
I liked
really
him better.
So we've got B9 is the one from Jupiter 2 and everything, 10-year mission. And he's got the little scooter legs or whatever. And then Robbie has actual legs. So
Nice.
he would walk around and do stuff. He looked cooler.
And they actually had a little guy inside that robot suit.
And this guy
And
could
was-
jump up and down. He could get bigger, but it was just he had the legs stuck together where the Robbie guy had.
Yeah, he just had tracks.
Okay, so what did the audience ever say? they were voting between they were voting between Beethoven and Inkar Puff and stuff.
I see one vote for Dog and one vote for Puff.
And one vote for Puff. That's it. So we still need a vote out there from the audience. So you're part of this. It's your fault if a robot wins or if a thing wins over the dog. I don't even know what Puff and stuff is. It's like a toy or something.
Nah.
Not real sure what you'd call it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like a Raggedy Ann doll or something that came to life, right? Or a Raggedy Andy doll or something. Anyway, so what is Mac? Oh, Mac and Me, whatever that is, and King Kong. I don't know what Mac and Me is. Let's go find out.
The hell's Mac?
We're finding
I don't know about. I'm going with Kong. I'm glad that one was tossed in there, John. Barbecue.
Looking thing. I never saw this movie.
Never saw it.
I think that must be
kind of like a little gremlin almost.
Ooh, what the hell is that thing?
That's freaky.
Oh,
mysterious alien creature. Okay.
Is E.T. in the bracket?
Yeah, E.T.'s in the bracket. But I'm saying I think this is like E.T., where some alien finds a kid or something kind of movie. I don't know. I didn't see it.
That's never been done before.
I'd like to say that we all severely failed at this.
What did we forget?
We didn't include a Danger Mouse or a Silas Bun Greenback.
Well, we understand where your loyalties are, Barbecue.
I'd never heard of either one until I met Foz. So.
You never heard of Danger Mouse?
No.
It wasn't in every market. It wasn't in our market. I didn't know about it until
we had Mighty Mouse, but we never
Nick.
had a Danger Mouse.
Mighty Mouse also, but Danger Mouse was Mighty Mouse was also, but they were both like 5 a.m. like right after the Farm Report and before anything else started. Like when Johnny Quest was on, they were like, I don't know if they were from England or whatever, but they were like the syndicated stuff from other countries.
Love Johnny Quest. Yeah.
See, we didn't have any of those. All the ones that you just mentioned, we didn't have.
It's a lot. Link, Secret Chip.
Nope.
Oh my goodness. They can't make these anymore because it kills monkeys. But this is. Does anybody else remember Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp? Gizzard?
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen it now, like in adulthood, but not as a kid.
Oh man, I could wake up in the morning at like ass early to watch the Farm Report, and as soon as Farm Report was over, monkeys would come on in the morning doing spy stuff. It was like James Bond monkeys eating peanut butter at each other, and it was amazing. And it would last for like half an hour, and there was only like 8 versions of it, so we all knew everyone, and we'd go to school.
Sounds pretty interesting.
We'd go to school like. This is a portion.
Yes, it still counts as yellow face if the makeup is on a chimpanzee.
Oh my
I wonder what
goodness.
these two are.
That's some asshole being an asshole in the 2000s complaining about Lancelot Link. I mean, people complained about Lancelot Link when it came out because it was killing monkeys.
Lancelot Link is a monkey. Is it like a sacred cow for you, G? You don't like the disrespect there. I like that it's a monkey with a guitar, though. That's pretty tight.
You don't even know, man.
I didn't remember that episode. That's all in adulthood.
This was in the morning and before school.
That tells us a lot, man.
So this was a musical interlude, right, between the episodes, but the episodes would be James Bond stuff happening, and there was girls, and there was bad guys, and there was cars, and they drive horses around. Here's Lancelot Link driving a horse around. Probably getting copyrighted all over. Anyhow, I'm never going to get to one quickly. Oh, here we go.
Whenever the agents from Chump try to take over the world, only one agent is up
This
to
is
the task
fake.
of stopping them, and only the Barrett.
So you get the idea, though. They would go around doing awesome stuff as monkeys, and then they'd put peanut butter in their mouth and make them say stuff to each other, and then they would just say things and over the monkeys eating peanut butter at each other. It was amazing. And then riding horses, I guess motorcycles.
Yeah, chimps on choppers.
And then they'd have these like, it was just like the banana splits or something. And I don't know what they were. And then it was, who's the guy who talks into his shoe? Get Smart. It was essentially Get Smart. So they might have been ripping off Get Smart episodes like straight off. I don't even know. but they evidently they cost way too much to make, and they didn't last very long. Plus, they killed a bunch of monkeys making it, so nobody wanted them to do it anymore. But
And they started up a whole bunch of peanut butter addicts. Damn.
so we got that Mac and King Kong. Anyone?
Definitely King Kong.
Oh yeah, I went with Kong to start.
Yep, Kong.
So no, we don't even know what Mac and me is. Johnny Quest Rule Grant Rice Brandon is the original tactical operator from Woods. Pink is saying there used to be a quarter machine at the store here that had a little comics of both mouses you could watch through a binocular. Yeah, I remember those kind of things too. What's the name for those?
Oscilloscope.
No, it's a
Okay.
but it's simpler. But it's it would essentially throw a flip book at you through these binocular or through magnifying glasses. You could see, and it was essentially a cartoon. Super cool. You would crank a crank, and the cartoon would happen at the speed you cranked it.
Yeah, what is the name of that?
I don't know, but oscilloscope is for like waveforms. I completely messed up.
Flip card machine. Oh, you know what that would be called? A arcade machine. Quartoscope. So pretty close.
How's that spelled, G?
Almost the same. Quartoscope. Exactly how
Okay.
it sounds. But yeah, almost an oscilloscope. So King Kong won that one. Now we have Chewbacca and Gino from the Flintstones. So I just got done watching Solo where they bring in Chewie.
Did Chewbacca just drown?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's drowning.
It's going under.
Yeah, hopeless deadlock. Nobody's voting for
Dino.
A purple dinosaur over Chewbacca, one of the
Dino is
most
freaking incredible.
badass co-pilots ever. Dino just makes like stupid noises, dude, and like runs to and
Dino?
fro.
Oh no, Dino's a puppy, but he's also a dinosaur. And he saves the day all the time. All the time he saves the day.
And he stole a
I don't believe in dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are fake. Oh right, that we're doing a bracket on fake
I
shit.
watched that growing up. It was not fake. It was on TV every week.
Hanna-Barbera said so.
All right, I got to go around now. So barbecue,
Dino.
DJ.
I'm gonna hold my vote and like see how it goes.
Gizzard.
Dino.
Oh shit! I'll go for Chewbacca.
And so will I. That means we get to toss it out to the crowd.
Yeah, well, they've already sucked at this because a lot of people are scared. It's because let's say their audience sucks, but they're over here with one vote for dog and one vote for puff and stuff, and we're not even getting votes.
And there's way more than
calling
two people out there.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them, and they're calling it in. They're mocking us. They're making the asses of us. Over
you want me to go out to the YouTube side too and vote?
Yeah, go kick.
No, just have somebody out in the crowd look up HR Puff and stuff and understand like he's a superior character.
Not go over, like go over there, drink somebody's drink, and knock over a chair. Get them all riled up. We got Chewie, Dino, and what is he saying? Dino and Dino. So I guess we'll go with Dino.
I'm so disappointed. But are those people going to vote for Barney if Barney's in the bracket? Purple
Barney
dinosaurs,
is in the
y'all.
bracket, I think.
Barney's in the bracket. Holy shit.
Yeah.
We got.
I threw his name out there. I don't know if he typed it or not.
Is that like millennials that are into that thing? Like which generation is Barney for?
Well, I forgot
the toilet.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Barney is the
Could have
two
got 4
generations after us. I think. He had to be a baby because we were high school or college. Like we were old by the time Barney was around. I didn't really pay attention. So Borg, Scooby Doo. That's a nice piece of game.
That's rough.
I don't like Scooby Doo as much as I used to when I was a little kid, so I'm going to vote Borg just because they're more interesting than Scooby Doo's kind of boring. Anybody?
I introduced it. I'm going to vote for it. Borg.
I'm sorry. Borg or what?
Scooby Doo, the dog.
Oh, Scooby Doo.
Gizzard?
Scooby.
Uh-oh. Now we got 2 votes. So they need to vote on Chewbacca versus Dino. You know what? I need to put it out like this because we're never going to get this done. Chewbacca.
G-Webs, you're the bracket master. If panel members go out into the text chat and vote with one of their alias accounts, one of their sock accounts, do they have to out themselves?
Who's going to be doing that, is there? Unless one of y'all is Pink or Alex or Woods. Somebody else voting. We know who Snob is. Is Snob Gizzard? I've seen them together.
Yeah, we're different people.
You have been in the same room at the same time.
Roy is saying Scooby-Doo definitely didn't hold up. It's boring now. So that's the thing. I like the characters, but I never liked what Scooby-Doo did. It was super boring. Like, I like the idea of a dog running around in a van. That's freaking awesome. But the rest of it is just, like, they're boring. The same thing over and over. I don't like being scared. I never get scared. Like, horror crap never scares me. Oh, just leave. Use the gun on your holster. Like, none of them, they never do anything right in a horror movie. It's the only way they can.
And I love the idea of the dog, but it was like comic relief all the time. That and showing the superiority of the accidental intellect of a dog. I mean, I like the Mystery Machine. I like Velma a lot, kind of thing. But by the time they introduced Scrappy Doo, it was, well, I don't know, man. Like, people talk about Betty and Veronica all the time, and that's a comic book. But there's just like something going on with that series.
Betty and Veronica was a lot like Ginger and Marianne.
Yep. Ford, Chevy.
Marianne was definitely hotter.
I'm with that.
Well, Veronica, or what is it, Velma, and the other one on Scooby-Doo, same thing. They always do that. They make the girls choose between, they have to be smart or they have to be good looking. They have to go for looks or they have to go for brains. You're not allowed to have either, or one or both or whatever.
What was the name of the other chick in Scooby-Doo? I can't even remember it. Daphne? I just did. Daphne, yeah, just remembered it.
R2-D2, Scrooge McDuck.
Oh.
Barbecue. Something told me you're going to go with the Scrooge McDuck, man. I'm not sure why. You might have brought it up in some previous conversation. I got to go with R2-D2, and I wish I could imitate him. That'd be cool. But he is comic relief in a lot of ways.
So I heard something make a noise at my door. We have a vote on Chewbacca and Dino. Now, what was the other one that we were waiting for a vote for?
The Puffin Stuff and Beethoven.
Okay.
We just had a vote for Puffin Stuff.
Okay, so then that makes Puffin Stuff go. Okay, so now we're at R2-D2 and wait, did we finish Borg and Scooby-Doo? Did that happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And then R2-D2 and Scrooge McDuck. Let's go at barbecue.
Scrooge McDuck.
Gizzard.
R2-D2.
DJ.
Arte de Toa.
I'm gonna go with that dude also. I don't like him, but I never liked Scrooge McDuck. I don't like DuckTales. I don't like any Disney crap anymore. I kind of like Disney because it was drawn well, but I never liked watching it. I knew people that really liked DuckTales. I had to watch tons of DuckTales and freaking would do my homework and stuff. But they don't like DuckTales. I think that's where Scrooge McDuck is from, right? At least that's where I see it.
Yes.
Maximilian and Mecha Godzilla.
Ooh.
What's Maximilian?
He's from.
Wait, no, the Black Hole was about a guy who hangs out at a black hole and he's gonna do something dumb. I forgot what he's gonna do, and then some other guy comes along in his spaceship and goes, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do some weird shit to this black hole." And then they go, "Oh, you can't." And they had a big fight. Maximilian is the bad guy robot on the spaceship that's gonna fuck with the black hole from the bad guy. So it's like the bad guy's henchman. And before Star Wars, I think, and before. Was it before Star Wars? I think it was before.
No, it was
Star
after. Okay, no, Black Hole was like 1980, so it's like 2 years after. And that's a Disney product, by the way.
It was Disney, but it was like the coolest thing. It was like a Darth Vader robot, essentially. It was like the coolest thing ever because you never got to see it in the movie, and everybody thought it was cool. And then they made a toy about it, and they had these other two R2D2 looking robots that flew around. So it was sort of like Darth Vader mixed with a robot right when we needed it, but it was red and it was. But anyway, Maximilian is from a movie called The Black Hole, and it's cheesy. I've watched it like 3 times since, and it's well, we didn't know nothing about science fiction and everything, so it's just weird when you watch old movies.
Mm-hmm.
They tried to act like they knew what they were saying, or tried to act like interesting or something, and they just don't.
It's also it stretches. It's like too long. It's like it's like essentially targeted to kids, but
I
it's
think
like
it was
I don't know what
because
the runtime
visuals
is.
were
But
so cool back then, and they were trying to compete Star Wars. So they're like, let's just hold the camera here for a while and let people experience this giant star picture. And nowadays, it's like I don't need to see this old-fashioned star picture. It's not that good, or space picture or whatever it's supposed to be.
I like the take on like the floaty robots, Vincent and Bob. Bob was the one that was already on the ship. Like I kind of like those guys. They were like the fact that they were hovering or levitating, whatever. You never didn't see their repulsor systems or like how they were doing the anti-grav thing, but they were sort of cool. I liked them. And Slim Pickens did the voice of Bob, of the old robot. He's like, burr, 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 burr. Anyway, that's enough.
So, anybody voting for Maximilian over Mechagodzilla?
Oh yeah, I will. I'll vote.
Okay.
Maximilian.
So, Gizzard?
Oh, that Godzilla thing.
But barbecue?
I'm not that familiar with Mechagodzilla. Is that the one that's like all in like looks like body armor?
Robot Godzilla. Yeah.
They made a robot version of Godzilla to fight Godzilla.
We'll go with Mechagodzilla.
And of course, Mechagodzilla is the coolest, giantest robot ever. Then we have the real, regular Godzilla and the Slee Stacks, little tiny versions of Godzilla, or the giant version of Godzilla.
Oh, we got to go
Slee
with
Stacks are from. Oh, you know what that are.
Yep. Yeah, definitely going with Slee Stacks.
Gizzard.
Go Godzilla.
All right, I'll go with. I like Godzilla, but that TV show was pretty good back in the day. So, or DJ.
Well, like if you're going to think about the cartoon Godzilla, that had Godzuki in it, and that just trashed out that whole cartoon for me, and it was a little bit for my little brother more than for me. So I don't know. Having a hard time not thinking that Godzilla is the best choice there. So, oh no, there goes Tokyo. Go Godzilla.
All right, so that gives it to the audience. We'll just go straight to a real poll here so that we don't screw around and get all lost again. So, Gojira or Slee Stacks? The proper pronunciation of them. All right, so next we have Barney the dinosaur or Blue from Blue's Clues. So just in case anyone thought we weren't doing really lame baby stuff, we are in fact doing baby stuff.
Blue and purple things. Damn, guys. If I was gonna, I can't have Grimace be the writing character for some blue dino thing. We've already had, was it the barking one from Flintstones, and now this one? Shit. I'll give my vote to the audience.
I'm giving my vote to the audience also.
Slider would kill me if I didn't.
Uh-oh. Did anybody hear what he picked?
Mm-mm.
It'd be Blue's Clues. Maybe. I've heard it going in the background.
Yeah, he said Slider would kill me if I didn't vote for Blue. However, I really want to vote for Barney because, we could have a purple dinosaur showdown. You know what? Screw it. That kid doesn't rule my life. I'm in charge of him. We're voting for Barney.
That kid doesn't rule my life. Play back in 10 years.
Luckily for you and your household happiness, there's like 1 billion votes for Blue. Or no, there's 3 votes for Blue and 1 for Godzilla. For Barney. So Blue is moving on along. Peach Dragon or Elf?
I didn't know that you took Pete's Dragon seriously. I didn't know you took it seriously, but I'll go for that.
I'd rather have Puff the Magic Dragon if it's got to be a dragon, but it's better than Alf. Alf sucks. Next, or anybody else?
Alf.
Barbecue.
Alf.
Gizzard.
Pete's Dragon.
And then DJ, did you say Peach Dragon?
Yeah.
The hell is
Oh,
Pete's Dragon?
Some cartoon.
It's another Disney movie, man. Check it out. The kids would love it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was lame, but it's not Elf, and I don't like Elf. It's
I like
gonna
how
get
all
killed.
the cartoons DJ recommended made it on here.
Are you feeling
I
butthurt
was
about
just
your
thinking
bad
anything.
cartoon choices?
I was just taking anything at some point. Baby the car. Wait, Baby the car from the Supernatural TV show. I have no idea what that is. Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
I'm
Barbecue.
going with.
Oh, go ahead. Gizzard.
I'll say baby. Myself.
So what is this? A car that is like Night 2000 or something?
Well, more of a supernatural type thing,
But I mean, it's a car that's alive and does stuff.
yeah.
Does it fly?
It's pretty sweet. I will admit.
It's pretty sweet.
Well, like what car? What kind of car is it? What's it based on, or is it a fantasy car?
It says a Camaro or something.
It's a Camaro. A Camaro up against what?
It's an Impala, 67 Impala.
Ooh, against what? 67 Impala, is it the SS? Sorry. What's it up against?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Ooh.
Unapologetic the Iron is saying, what have I stumbled into? The weirdest bracket that's ever happened in the history of brackets, maybe.
This is what we do late on Sunday night.
And that's what happens when you don't have a very specific topic and it turns into a very eclectic group of weird stuff.
Well, I'm surprised a former over-the-road trucker did not come up with the Michelin Man over the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but because
Stay Puft
Barbecue's
Marshmallow Man's
cartoon
incredible.
characters
Commercial character.
didn't make it through. Well, but it's still like a non-human character. But I'm surprised you didn't do it. You're stepping over the joke that was going to come, so I'll just let it fall flat in
I never
Stay
had
Puft
good
Marshmallow
ears.
Man's lap.
On my semi.
All right.
Well, that's the
More
Michelin.
Michelin's.
Okay. Yokohama?
Gizzard, did you say
Once.
whatever?
Pirelli?
Oh, yeah, you said
Which
baby.
one are we voting on?
You said baby.
Dunlop.
So,
Yeah, I did.
So barbecue.
Marshmallow Man. But
DJ.
it is a really cool car.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I'm going to give the audience my vote so they can tie. Well, no, they would tie it. I'm going to go with the. I don't know what the car is, but I don't like that marshmallow guy. But I'm going to vote for the marshmallow guy, even though I hate him, because maybe he'll fight with the Mecha Godzilla here in a bit. Lassie and E.T. That's a messed up one.
Oh, both of these suck.
DJ.
Pass it to the audience.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Lassie. I say I cheer when the alien is
Yeah, I don't like
well,
E.T.
yeah, he's dead. And people are like, what the frick's the matter with you? Like, it's the best part of the movie.
Creepy looking alien. How about Gizzard?
Lassie.
All right, so I'm also going with Lassie because E.T. can suck Reese's Peanut cups or whatever he eats. No, wait, he eats Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. Yeah.
So I didn't like that movie when it came out, and I was upset that they had to give us that movie. And then I'm glad that another one came out after. I didn't like that movie. There was
Well,
D&D
plus
in
the-
that movie. That was kinda good.
They went woke with it when they remade it, and then all the guns were replaced with walkie-talkies.
They
Which ones?
remade E.T.?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You guys
they
didn't
made
know
a
this?
like a new version.
Nope.
Where they re-edited it.
Like made it or recut it?
Recut it, and all the
Remade or
guns were
recut?
replaced. And they replaced all the guns with walkie-talkies.
That's messed up. Then that's even more reason E.T. can suck it.
Yep.
Go phone home.
He did-
Miss.
Yeah, he did kind of look like some weird scrotum thing.
Like the
He was a
dumbest
weird
ass
thing.
alien ever. No planet is going to make aliens look like that. It's a dumbass way to make an alien.
Crypt Keeper.
They live in like water up to his eyes or something. It's just a stupid way to make an alien. How about Mr. Ed versus Buck the dog? Or wait, Buck the dog from Married with Children.
Oh, that's
So that's a horse versus a shaggy dog.
Wilbur.
Barbecue.
Oh. Can you come back to me?
Yeah. Gizzard.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Ed.
DJ?
Mr. Ed.
We're definitely going with Buck. No, I'll go with Mr. Ed also. So then it goes to barbecue. You don't
All right, I'm going to say then I'm going to vote for Buck just because my vote doesn't matter anyways. Get some love because I'm torn on these two.
Yeah, it is a kind of a tougher one. I don't really like Buck the dog, but it's a dog, and I don't really like Mr. Ed, but it wasn't.
Well, I like Buck because Buck actually they voice his thoughts sometimes, and it was always funny.
I know. All right, so I think we're good. If I'm mixed up, it's not my fault. But if we're mixed up, let me know. I think we're good to go. So we won't have to discuss them so much. It'll go a little bit quicker now. We'll take a break here. Since normally we wait till the end of shows to do this, let's take a second and everybody can promote something that they don't normally promote. So we'll go with Gizzard first. Anything. You can promote anything that you normally don't promote.
Okay, well, I would like to promote the almost nightly firearms expo.
That's almost every night, as long as that night is Tuesday?
As long as that night's Tuesday, that's right. There's this guy on there, his name is Guns and Barbecue, and sometimes he's pretty much on it. So he does book reviews and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'd like to promote that.
Right on. Barbecue does that on Tuesdays. How about then barbecue? Promote something.
To promote Every Town for Gun Safety. No. I feel like people just think this would be like some weird circle jerk if I promoted foul territory. So
I'm out.
What?
I'm out. You said circle jerk. I'm not going there, Johnny.
You know what? Let's go with frick. I don't know. Frick. We'll promote Unloaded Media because that wasn't a shit show last night.
Pretty entertaining.
Depends on which side of the screen you are on, I think.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Go over, check out Rich White's show. He does that every Sunday, except for last night because he switched it around due to interference with his wrestling show. And you get stuff like happened last night.
How about DJ? Got anything that you don't normally promote? That's tough for you.
Absolutely. Can I plug two?
Yeah.
All right then. First one is Reason TV. Make that one word, REASON TV. I like what they do. They have good discussions. A lot of it is thought provoking. It doesn't get too outlandish, and I think the people of all political hues can get something good from it. The other one would be the Philip McKnight channel, just as you think it might be spelled. And what a great time Friday early evenings are over in that chat about mostly guitar, but also about the music industry. So Reason TV and the Philip McKnight channel. Thanks for the opportunity, G.
What's Reason TV?
Channel that they do a lot of different kinds of things, but the one that I liked lately, it was just like a couple of days ago, was about millennials and misgendering. They covered that topic relatively well in like under 10 minutes, I think. That's usually the form that they go for. They also do long form interviews. Some of it does have a political leaning that I think is more attractive to firearms owners and people who have conservative political views. A lot of it will make good sense. So
we didn't actually have to plug something that was two-way this time?
You didn't put any restrictions on it.
No, I was asking G.
No, I don't care. Whatever.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
So I'm going to promote Artak. He was here earlier. Does a channel with his kids and does a bunch of different things, gun stuff included, but not always. And he was the first one to comment tonight, so thanks for that. Then Gizzard? No, where are we at? Barbecue? No,
You.
I want to match up with DJ and plug two things then because DJ plugged two things and I feel left out. And I
I
like
plug
to
more
plug
than two.
Foul Territory every Friday night, 10 p.m.
It
Eastern.
did turn into the circle jerk you said you didn't want to turn it into.
Yeah, whatever.
But
if you want to
did it
see
by
some,
reaching one hand on one side of DJ, then you reached around to your hips and did it on the other side of your body. So,
So you're saying a reach around? Oh,
Multi-talented.
in a very
Wow.
non-creepy way. It just happened that way naturally. So maybe
Barbecue's the
circle
biggest
jerks and
hit in the
reach-arounds,
bathhouse ever.
Well, there you go, folks. Circle jerks and reach arounds abound at Foul Territory, as well as gifts, super awesome prizes such as like chicken for after the circle jerks and reach arounds, because you're gonna need a full belly after that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that was a bad idea to do that right in the middle of the show. We wanted to do that. Did everybody get a chance to promote something though?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I didn't get to promote two like these guys.
Did you? If you want to promote another one, feel free. Hopefully, it won't get weird.
I'll actually promote another 2A channel. How about Gun Guy TV? A guy by the name of Joel Persinger out there in San Diego, California. He's a great 2A advocate.
I'm not subbed to that channel. I'll check it out. Thanks, Gary.
Right on. So now we'll get to Astro from the Jetsons or Kit 2000, Night Industries 2000. Barbecue.
Say Astro or who?
The car from Kit, Knight Rider, or Astro from the Jetsons, the dog. Is it a robot dog or a regular dog?
Regular dog.
Regular.
I think he's actually a Great Dane.
He just has a collar on or something.
I think I'm going to go with Astro this time.
DJ?
I didn't like the guy who voiced Kit. He was like kind of annoying, semi-condescending. I was trying to hassle the Hasselhoff, man. You don't hassle the Hoff.
Michael,
so I've got
to put into the third gear right there.
Yeah, I can't vote for Kit. So Astro. George, whatever the hell he said.
Gizzard?
I'm going to go with Astro.
Oh, shit. Robot car or a dog? I guess we'll go with the dog. So didn't even get a chance, robot car. How about what do they call this? I want to say in prison. What do they call it when that car is
Impounded?
No, Christine. The car, it was taken over by the demon or whatever. I can't.
Possessed.
Possessed.
So the possessed car,
in this case,
or HR Puffin stuff.
Now,
Yes.
Was the
Did
car
you think-
possessed or was it just AI?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know if I've ever watched that movie all the way through. I don't like horror
it's a
movies.
58 Plymouth Fury, by the way.
Yes.
That's an analog car for sure. There wasn't a bit of circuit board in that thing. I think it'd make it.
Was it
No,
a
you gotta
Fury?
do
I
is
thought it was a
unconnect
Belvedere.
the battery.
No,
It's
it's
not-
a Fury.
Was it?
I think so.
AI.
No, I'm gonna have to go Google stuff. Even though Google lies. Oh no, I was told last night Google tells you the truth every time.
Foss and Pink are on both sides of that debate. Who's voting on this? Christine or Puffin stuff?
I'll vote for
Christine.
HR Puff and stuff.
Barbecue?
Christine.
The Gizzard?
Christine.
I do not like that car, and I don't like that movie, and I hate Stephen King. But I don't love Puffin stuff, so I'm going to give it a vote anyway. We'll let the audience decide, and right now it's tied. So should we make an actual poll, I guess?
I just want to throw out, if you live where Single Shot lives, Stephen King is no longer fiction.
Single Shot. Where does Single Shot live?
Maine.
Maine.
I didn't know he lived way out there. Holy
And
moly.
say, yeah, then when you get way up there, the people in Maine start saying weird things to you like, oh, going way up there, are you? Yeah, why? Oh, no. Because all of a sudden Stephen King becomes real up there. weird people.
All right, we've got Puff and Stuff kicking the crap out of Christine, it looks like, in early voting. We'll let it go for a couple more votes and see what happens. So, Robot from Lost in Space or the King of Kongs? DJ?
King Kong.
Gizzard?
Robot.
Barbecue?
King Kong.
I'm also going to go with Robot. So that'll also go to the audience. We'll have to end the poll. Christine just kicked the shit out of HR Puff and Stuff.
I can't believe
Really?
that more people didn't vote for HR Puff and Stuff. I mean, McDonald's like completely ripped it off. Like
Okay.
everything about McDonald Land, the hamburger, like all those characters
he
are
invented it.
echoes of.
I think the person who did Puff and Stuff was hired by McDonald's. I think that's how it
Sid
went.
and Marty Krofft. I thought it was the opposite.
Yeah,
I thought
I
they
think
like
so.
it was contentious. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
I
assumed
thought it was like. Go ahead.
Oh wait, did I do this wrong? I just did the same freaking thing again. Yeah, I did. I gotta end that poll. Oh my god.
Like HR Puff and Stuff is Mayor McCheese, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or the police guy. I mean, same thing, same character, I guess. But the Big Mac cop.
And
Hamburger face.
Hamburglar was Witchy Poo, kind of. Yeah.
Well, I never really watched HR Puff and Stuff. It was too weird for me. I did see that it was on, but I never watched it. I couldn't follow it. Did you ever see Giggle Snort Hotel?
Who?
Giggle Snort Hotel. It was the same kind of time frame, but it was some dude who was at a hotel living in the basement of a hotel. And people remember back in the old days, hotels were different, so they would call down to him in the basement. It was like he was the front desk of the hotel, maybe. And people would call down and be like, "I need something." He was kind of like Mr. Rogers, and so he would go up and deal with somebody. And now it would be like a guy made out of clay, and the guy would be like, "You got to make me look different," and he would move. He would, I don't know, did weird shit, but it was sort of like Mr. Rogers meets Puff and Stuff, but it was made in like Detroit or someplace. So I think just people in that region got it or something. It was kind of like in the era before syndication, maybe, or right at syndication or something. I don't know, but it's our version of the version that I grew up with because I never seen Puff and Stuff until after the fact. But anyway, I've got real polls out there now. So King Kong is kicking the crap out of that robot. So that happened. Now we'll go back to us in real life. Chewbacca versus the Borgs. Barbecue.
Chewbacca versus the Borgs.
Yeah.
I thought the Borgs lost. Dang it. Definitely Chewbacca.
About Gizzard.
Borg.
Oh, DJ.
It's head to head with ones that I introduced, so I'm going to pass my vote to the audience, please.
Oh, look, more stuff that DJ got on the list.
Oh, my butthurt barbecue god. Comic relief.
I guess I got to go with Chewbacca over this. So the audience is going to get a chance on that one. So R2D2 versus Mecha Godzilla. Little tiny robot looks like garbage can versus the giantess robot that looks like a giant lizard. DJ.
R2D2. He saves the day. Always saving the day.
By sticking his little thing in places.
He does indeed.
Gizzard?
I'm going to go with R2D2.
Oh, snap. Another little tiny robot fan. Barbecue?
Mechagodzilla.
Okay. I'm definitely going with Mechagodzilla. Giantest best robot ever. So that makes it to the audience. A lot of people had said that R2D2 was going to win this thing completely. But did they anticipate him having to hang out against a Mechagodzilla battle? The audience is going to decide this one for us. We'll go to the regular old-fashioned Godzilla made out of lizard and Blue from Blue's Clues. Barbecue.
Godzilla.
Gizzard.
Look, Blue, a clue. We're
Is
gonna
that what
go
you're
with
voting for?
blue. Yep.
DJ.
Can I get a brief explanation on the blue dog? Does it have superpowers?
I don't know. I've never seen it. Some show.
No, it's just a cartoon. It just does weird stuff, like most cartoons.
Is it like
Okay,
Dora?
like Dino?
You
No,
know,
it's
No.
it's like Dora. I thought like this is the letter A or this is a kumquat or like whatever. It's like a
The hell is Dora?
Dora is
The
that show where they're
Explorer.
like, this is Toledo. I'm in Toledo, and it is a town in Ohio or whatever.
Like Carmen
like,
San Diego?
Yeah, exactly. Like a learning show for kids. Like, oh, we're going to
Okay.
entertain you, but we're really teaching you shit. I thought that's what.
Okay,
Blues was.
okay.
It's like, oh, I'm going to teach you about letters or something. I thought it was like Sesame Street type of thing. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like, is it more like Scooby Doo where it's not teaching you nothing? It's just entertainment?
No, Blue's Clues is supposed to teach you a little bit, but it's really basic crap. Like,
Yeah, it's baby stuff.
how many things are here? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Do they even still have Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Didn't that just wasn't it canceled out like a couple of years ago? It finally ended?
Oscar is now formerly a intravenous drug user, and that's okay.
Living in Portland.
So does anybody vote? Oh wait, so DJ, you
Gojira.
Please understand.
Well, that was just a little racist. My gosh, DJ.
Gojira?
No, man.
Say it.
That's how you spell it and say it. And there's a metal band of the same name. So, no.
Yeah, but in the U.S. you say Godzilla. You're saying it like the Japanese people. That's
Are you
cultural
kidding me? You're trying to accuse me of cultural misappropriation by saying Gojira?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, even in the movie, they say no. It's pronounced Gojira.
Well, how about this barbecue? I wasn't pulling the sides of my eyes up or something.
Wow.
Like that. I mean, come on, man. I don't know why you would pick me to be just like the butt of that.
Are you saying he's turning Japanese?
The vapors, I really think so.
So we got Pete's Dragon versus the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We'll go with Gizzard the first time on this one.
Oh, Dragon.
Really? And then DJ?
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I wish he wore a different hat, though.
I thought that Marshmallow Man lost also.
Yeah, he loses big time. Well, he loses in one. He wins in another movie. I don't know if you've seen the new one. He was in the new one.
No. Did not get to see the new one. I don't
It's
really
not
get to see.
It's not that.
And that's not a blind joke. I don't get to go to the movies.
Freaking R2D2 is winning. So unless something drastically changes,
Yes.
R2D2 is going to win that one.
What?
Awesome.
So you can take
on,
out your
man.
revenge right now. Pete's Dragon versus the Marshmallow Man.
Marshmallow Man.
Oh shit! What did I do? Okay. Was there 2 votes for that? Is barbecue number 2 on this one now? I messed up.
Yeah, I voted for Marshmallow as well.
I'm giving my vote to the audience, but the worst they could do, so I guess I have to make it Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There's no point in giving my vote to the audience. So I just didn't vote on that one. I don't like either one of them. Lassie and Mr. Ed. DJ.
Mr. Ed.
How about barbecue?
Mr. Ed.
Gizzard? I think. Did you put both?
Mr. Ed.
I'm going to go with Lassie because I don't mind Lassie. And I don't know. Mr. Ed got on my nerves. Plus, I like peanut butter in monkeys, not in horses. So that takes us to Astro from the Jetsons versus Christine the Haunted Car from The Guy Who Hates Guns So Bad He Wrote a whole book about hating guns. Barbecue?
What are the options? I couldn't hear you.
Astro, the dog from the Jetsons, is a cartoon who's light-mannered, never hated guns. Or Christine, the horror car who's possessed, written by a guy who hates guns so bad he wrote an entire book about hating guns. So cartoon dog.
I like to think that in a perfect world, Christine would come to life and take out Stephen King, so we'll still vote for.
So you're voting for Christine?
Yep.
Oh, barbecue. Wait, Gizzard?
Well, I'm still 2A, so I'm going to go with Astro.
Nice. DJ?
Well, I guess fuck Stephen King, but I got to vote for the Plymouth Fury. So, Christine.
Okay, I'm definitely not. I don't like that one. I don't like Astro that much, but it's a dog, and it's not Stephen King, so that will go to the audience in a real poll showdown. Start a poll. It's pretty good. I can grab this and drag. No, I can't drag, but I can copy from here. Copy from here and paste into here pretty quick. And any spelling errors are the fault of Chan Chan. So next up, while they're voting, will be the King of Kongs versus the Chewy of Bakas. You guys can chat on this one for a bit. I gotta go get something to drink. I'm back.
Okay.
Chewbacca. Can there be a better co-pilot? I don't know. He's also a saves the day kind of cat.
He's a cat?
Well, no, he's a Wookiee. I get you. I walked into that, Gary. Hell no. But like, doesn't that elf thing eat cats? Wasn't that his thing? Like, he's like to eat cats.
Well, that was his culture and the planet he was from. It wasn't,
He was from. Yeah, I remember the planet name was Melmac, which is just the name of like some composite plastic thing they made like kitchen stuff out of. Not too creative, but hey, you get those proper nouns will roll in there. Godzilla, I didn't see, like, I think it was like 77, 78 when the Godzilla movie, well, one of the Godzilla, or King Kong, I'm sorry, I got crossed up. They eventually do meet, right? But the King Kong movie, and I love the graphics for it. The poster for the movie was awesome. And like they did the same graphic onto lunchboxes, and I can remember like envying the lunchbox. I think it was Danny Roselle. I remember the kid's name.
The original King Kong was from back in the 30s or 40s, I think.
Yeah, I do believe. I think, wasn't it like Mighty Joe Young? Yeah, wasn't Mighty Joe Young was like about the same time, or was the one that was like even a little bit earlier than that kind of thing? Yeah. I didn't follow that. Wasn't like a big King Kong fan. I did see like the remake with Jack Black in it, but that's most of the reason that I saw it. And I wasn't too fond of it, but I did like the contrast of the special effects, like the update in that. Modern Monkey is a lot, well, I guess to me at least, was a lot cooler than the OG. Speaking of G, is OGG back?
Yep, it looks like Astro from the Jetsons is winning on the poll, so we'll end that. You guys, what'd you come up with, King Kong or Chewbacca?
We didn't vote.
Oh, so
wait for you. Chewbacca, please.
Barbecue.
Chewbacca or who?
King Kong. Little
or
tiny ape or giant ape?
King Kong.
Gizzard.
Chewbacca.
I think I'll let Chewbacca go through because, no, I don't know. I'm going to let Chewbacca go through. I'm about 50-50 on King Kong movies. Chewbacca gets on my nerves sometimes, but he's also pretty good. So he's not my favorite Star Wars by any means, but King Kong is only like 50-50. So I guess we'll go with Chewbacca.
The thing could swat airplanes out of the air.
King Kong, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are our airplanes. It's not like, he wasn't on our side when he was doing that.
What does he have against airplanes anyway?
I don't know. I feel like he was rising up against a tyrannical government there.
He was rising up the Empire State Building.
Well, it turns out that the room that he was crawling up to is the room where all the decisions are made, where all the votes are actually cast, and he was going up there in that room, and then they saw him looking, and they poked him in the eye, and he fell off that building. It's a real story.
He went renegade. He was a double agent.
So let's go with the R2-D2 versus Gojira. So he's already beat Mecha Gojira. Now he's going to go up against the real lizard. Gizzard?
R2.
Barbecue?
I had to go with Godzilla. How do you vote for a trash can?
That is also getting in trouble all the time.
How do you vote for
Yeah.
a trash can? Like this, R2D2. I just did.
If it was Mechagodzilla, I would vote for Mechagodzilla. It's R2D2, so I guess I'll go with it. No, you know what? I'm not. Just to give the audience the challenge of having to fight for their precious R2D2, they're now going to have to fight R2D2 against Gojira. So I hope you're happy. So you just
He's got 0.
entered an epic battle with Mecha Gojira and R2D2. That's how you say it in space. But we say it R2D2. Now you got to fight that battle.
What?
For
Anybody
us,
want to do side bets on that?
who's
Side
gonna win?
bets? Yeah.
R2D2. Punk is going
I think it's going to be Godzilla. I'm going to go against him, against the guy I introduced. Go 8-1 if anybody wants some of that. Is G23 out there?
No. It's not legal for him in Oregon anymore to stay up this late. It turns out if you own a gun with a capacity of over 8 rounds, you're not allowed to stay up after 8 p.m. It was part of the new laws that happened in Oregon for safety. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, who's giant, versus Mr. Ed, peanut butter eating horse, who's normal size. DJ.
Are we seriously in the quarterfinals with those? How did those two get to the quarters?
I don't know.
Is it quarterfinals?
I'm not taking credit for this. All I did is
Oh,
structure the panel and write this. I copied and pasted. I randomly did it a bunch of times. This is the strangest bracket that's ever happened. This would be a good Dungeons and Dragons game, though.
I cannot vote for either one. I have to give it to the audience and hope that they can make the decision for me because that's like a non-starter. And I was carrying Mr. Ed.
Gizzard?
Mr. Ed.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Barbecue?
Mr. Ed.
Oh, snap. So I don't hate that. I hate that marshmallow guy. So I think Mr. Ed's just moving ahead. Oh, shit. Mr. Ed and R2D2. That's going to be interesting.
Ooh.
By the way, R2D2 and Gojira head to head, 50-50. We still don't have any kind of movement on that. So, Astro from the Jetsons versus Chewbacca. DJ?
What a Wookiee. Got to go with Chewbacca.
Barbecue?
Chewbacca or what?
The dog from the Jetsons.
Astro.
I know, I'm just thinking. I won't vote Chewbacca because I do feel like Chewbacca's slightly overrated.
Yeah, he is. Well, first off, he has to do everything in Star Wars, essentially. He gets no credit. So it's like, the fuck?
Well, they give him some credit here.
Oh, here, I'm Han Solo. Like, what'd you do? You fucking piloted the thing and told Chewbacca to do everything.
I guess we'll go with Chewbacca.
Okay, Big Gizzard?
Astro.
I'm going with Astro, too, to give the audience actual work. A lot of chats will let the audience just sit there watching. Well, guess what? Now you're working. Now you're going to have to do some of this show. So first off, you just ruined it with R2D2 and Godzilla. We're still at a stalemate down there. We don't even know what to do. So we're going to put another poll up here and try to get the log jammed out of there with this poll, and then we'll go right back to that other poll. So we'll see if anybody changed their mind once they see how they come up with this one. But I guess I could start doing this so that y'all can watch in real time. So there's the poll. We're going to start watching it happen in real time here. A lot of people won't do this, though they're scared to show their polls in real time. I'll show them in real time. So we just got 5 votes. Oh, look at what's happening. It's crazy. Does anybody think what's going to happen here? Who's going to win? Chewbacca again?
I got to stay with my boy Chewbacca. But I am voting against my main trash can man, R2. I'll give 8-1 still if you guys want some 8-1 action on the Godzilla vote.
I thought for sure he was going to win that thing, but I'm not taking that vote because I'm not sure. So Chewbacca definitely win this one. So wait, which one was that? That was. Ugh. Now I'm all mixed up. That was. No, R2D2. We haven't seen the results of this one. That was Chewbacca just won that one. Now we go back to R2D2 versus Godzilla and make them vote on this one again. Why? Because you didn't come up with an actual conclusion the last time. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll switch the things. So if they're always voting for A, then we'll mix them up. So Gojira versus R2D2. We're going to watch this happen live this time. Last time, they came out to 50-50 tie, which is unacceptable. We have to move this thing along. Oh, snap. R2D2's off to a lead. Now, DJ's convinced that R2D2's going to win, or he's going to lose.
I'm saying that Godzilla should be winning on this one. I'll take the loss. You know, it's like one of those things. You go to Vegas, you bet against your team. So if you win, you're happy, and if you lose, you get paid, and you're happy.
Oh, I went right back to 50-50. What the hell? Come on, man. Somebody get some fake votes in here.
What are there, like 2 people out in the chat?
No, I got 10 more. Wait, where does it tell me? We have 12 people out there. 9 votes. 10 votes.
Well, we probably
forth. We're seeing it happen.
Probably a lot of listeners, like, you know, people that are doing the reset, you know, for the overnight kind of thing. It's away from their keyboards.
At this point, it's a battle of the fake accounts, and there's an equal amount of fake accounts, I guess, because now we're up to 10 votes instead of 8 votes before. Oh, my goodness, what was that?
What did you decide about that? Panel members must out themselves if they use sock accounts. You didn't give us a decision on that one.
It only matters when they're saying them. When it's a poll, how can anybody know?
Because that panel member would have to out themselves. It's the honor system.
There's no honor among thieves.
Oh, were you thieving the results in there, man? How many of your sock accounts are you using, Barbecue?
I'm not even on the YouTube side. I am making a new account.
Okay, we got R2D2 with 11 votes. R2D2 won, so we're moving it on just for the sake of the show. Now it's that R2D2 who just won the previous one versus Mr. Ed the Horse. Barbecue.
Ugh.
Did you say Mr. Ed? Mr. R2D2. I couldn't tell you what that said.
Mr. Ed.
You heard him say it.
Ed.
Damn it.
Then we got Gizzard.
Mr. Ed.
Oh, yeah, and then we got DJ.
These 2 guys are voting for ED. I can't vote for that, man. R2 Daytona.
No, it's Mr. ED.
Yeah, MRED. Oh my God, Mr. Erectile Dysfunction.
What? It's a horse.
I thought it was Mr. Education, but okay, DJ, that's where you want to go.
I thought it was Mr. Misdirection.
I'm going to also vote for Mr. Ed because that way, well, I guess for the sake of the show, I'm going to vote for R2D2. That will default it to a poll, and that's the potential of R2D2 going head-to-head with Chewbacca or Chewbacca going head-to-head with Mr. Ed.
I like the proletarian approach to this and look forward to the results.
I don't.
But I am kind of sorry that R2 didn't make it against us.
Maybe R2 wasn't such a weirdo, and maybe he would have used his jets that he had the whole time earlier.
Yeah, he didn't reveal. Yeah, no doubt.
Like, oh, we're going to go through 4 or 5 movies before we find out he's had jets his entire time he's existed? Come on.
And why is he held back so much, man? There were so many instances where he could have used that, like that whole slopping back and forth.
You know, or whatever. Like, oh, too bad we don't have anything with jets on it. R2D2, asshole. Nobody remembers that stuff. Nobody likes to think about it. Looks like R2D2's creaming Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, the horse. Might as well just go to pasture. 8 votes, not even 1 for Mr. Ed. You think anybody's even seen Mr. Ed out there? Gizzard, has anybody out there even seen Mr. Ed?
I don't know. He's got a vote. 2 votes.
Well, Nick at Night is like the savior of old television shows. Like that's the only way that I got to see like My Mother the Car and some of that other stuff. Like pre-YouTube being a place where you could grab a whole bunch of that.
And that's when MTV was getting crappy. It was doing like stupid
Fair.
shit. So so you were going to watch Nick at Night. It was it was less to watch. Barbecue. Do people out there even know what Mr. Ed is? Do you know what Mr. Ed is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said earlier, Wilbur.
Do you know anything else about the series besides
He's
being
a
able to say
talking horse.
Wilbur?
Well, I think
Okay, so talking horse named Wilbur.
What the fuck else do I need to know about the series?
No, the owner's name was Wilbur.
Yeah, the owner's name is Wilbur. His name is
Wilbur
Mr. Ed.
Post.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's a difference between. I remember watching it on regular TV whenever. Was it on Saturdays? Maybe whenever Green Acres was on. It was like at that time.
Mr. Ed only spoke to Wilbur.
Right. But he would talk all the time, and then he would shut up when other people came over.
Yep.
So
I like the little jingle thing. You know, a horse is a horse, of course, but no one can talk to a horse, of course. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was saying. I think it's a different when we were watching it on TV every day versus Nick at Night when you're going to watch the whole entire run in a week. You know, like we'd watch it. Anyway, I think there's a difference when the pace that we saw when we were younger. Like it would also was like nothing or Mr. Ed. Well, I like Mr. Ed then. You know, like the Farm Report.
No doubt.
Like, oh, okay, I guess I like Mr. Ed. But when you've got a million other things to watch, there's no way I'm watching Mr. Ed. Right?
And I don't even remember what was the opposite, like Gilligan's Island, but that's why I can't remember it. That was Gilligan's Island every damn time. That's where the dial landed for me.
Yeah, but again, that wasn't always because it was so good. Is the other thing was like
Yeah.
a polka
Agree.
show, somebody sewing or something else. It was like very little else back on. Anyway, so we gave them time. They've come up with an answer, and as probably expected, it's R2 dose D2 D dose R dose D dose
Was it even
versus.
close?
It was 64-35, so closer than I thought. Mr. Ed got like three votes, I think. Chewbacca versus Ardos D-Dose. Gizzard.
I'm going to go with R2.
How about barbecue?
An evil, overworked Bigfoot or a trash can. And both of these were submitted by DJ. I abstain.
I don't think Chewbacca's been evil ever.
Nah, actually, he gets crushed by a moon, though, in the books. But no, I'll vote for Chewbacca.
Okay. DJ?
I'm not even sure how to respond, barbecue. Like I am so sorry to have suggested as many as made into the bracket. Next time I will make one suggestion instead of the myriad that I offered tonight, and therefore provide you a greater opportunity if G-Webs decides to tippity tap on his keyboard the ones that you suggest. But I'm going to go with Chewbacca on this one.
Well, I can go with the robot, or I can go with that monkey, so you can't lose. But if I go with the robot, then everybody else gets to vote and win this thing. So I'll play the role of the host, who will give the audience a last opportunity to vote, and then essentially nullify us even being here this evening. Because I could have put up a sign, could have just put up a poll, but
I've never been impaneled on a bracket and had this many votes go to the audience. I think it beats one of the ones that Barbecue did for like tossing it out to the audience, which is nice. You know, like kind of egalitarian thing. I dig it.
Well, we only got 4 people, so it came out to a bunch of ties today. Early lead.
Wait, was that? What does that say at the bottom of the screen? Woods R2. I can't read it. R2.
Oh,
starts with R2 and ends with DJ.
Yeah, R2D2 won. You owe Woods $40. You guys bet.
Oh damn! Somebody did take me up on it. Okay,
yeah.
I'll figure it out. Woods knows how to find me.
They don't have knives. Robot has his spike, and Monkey has his crossbow.
Bowcaster is pretty wicked. all the different kinds of ammo he can throw into that thing, disruptor bolts and everything. It's a good weapon.
Somehow R2D2's winning this thing. They're both co-pilots. They're both responsible for free old, let's see, a long time ago, like for saving the day a long time ago.
Yeah.
Neither one of them have gotten awards.
Always willing to step in.
Because he took your bet too.
Wait, okay, so I owe 2? Who else do I owe?
Yeah, G23. I'll take 8-1. DJ $10. That's from.
Oh, come on now.
8-1.
G23 still owes me like $30 or $50 or whatever. Barbecue, do the math. Subtract it. I'll get back to you guys. You Pacific Northwest guys, you don't have to like take me to the cleaners.
You just got raped. Money raped.
Let's see. Woods 40, G23 80. Damn it.
Ardos DDoS is I don't know how to say. We know this thing. How do you say win? ¿Cómo se dice win?
Win?
Yeah.
See, don't know it. No entiende.
El Champiano.
Ardos DDoS as El Chapiano? Chapiano?
It sounds
Spanish or something. Or Italian, maybe. El Chapiano.
Or is it Champiana?
I think it was R2 a guy or a girl? I thought it was
That's
like.
why I was like,
kinda
are we assuming R2's
R2 is a dude. He says he and stuff all the time.
Well, is Barbecue gonna like? Are you gonna like try to throw a shot across my bow for misgendering a robot now? I misappropriate Gojira.
No, I'm the one that said Champiano.
All right, then.
No, I think even with all the fake votes, because we're up to like way more votes than actually people exist on the planet, Ardos DDoS is the winner Euro.
Wow.
That's how it went down tonight. So that was a strange panel, or not strange panel, strange.
Well, it was a strange panel.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
we're okay. But it was a strange group of contestants in a non-human character from TV or movies. So I want to thank the person who seems like they're anti-bracket, but in reality gave me the topic for tonight's bracket. Thanks for the bracket topic. I think the thing to learn from this is this was a little too wide of a range for the topic, right? Probably could have been just TV or sci-fi or just robots or something like that.
However, it was more inspirational at its inception, and it was good to have a bracket that wasn't associated, say, with firearms or film specifically, or which cars or whatever else it is. It was fun. Stretch it out a little bit. I liked it.
Well, I'm sure it was fun. Half the selections were yours.
Oh my fuck! How much do I owe you? It's like cashing in.
8-1. You had 13 items in the bracket. 8-1 is 80.
Oh, that's like 100 and something. Damn it! All right, you guys take checks from closed accounts.
Cash only.
Come and get it then. I only pay in person.
This chat was sponsored by blueberry flavored puppy biscuits. This chat was flavored by blueberry flavored puppy biscuits. So we'd like to thank blueberry flavored puppy biscuits for giving that dog a biscuit right now. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. This is 90 minutes worth of Sunday that you got for free. And let's see. Next thing to come up will be some shows tomorrow and Monday, and then you can look forward to shows on Tuesday, followed by shows on Wednesday. If everything goes according to plan, Thursday shows will happen, followed by Friday shows. Then you're right back at it with Saturday and Sunday shows, just like what happened this week. You guys got anything else you want to add before we head out of here? We have a link at the bottom of the screen here, thanking our Patreons and our channel members for subscribing to our projects. It allows us to fund the servers and the software that give us the time to do stuff like this. So thanks for that. And we're going to throw a link out here to our store. Grab stuff over there, but also makes it possible for us to spend some time on this stuff. And feed this little fat dog blueberry flavored puppy biscuits. GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.